footage of Bieber, Odell Beckham, and Trey Songz.
Yes.
Like, and Trey's like literally sitting there playing Lookout.
Justin Bieber is fucking yacked out of his fucking mind.
Drunk?
Not even 18 at the time.
I was popping pills, doing Molly, shrooms.
Where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose.
Just like it wasn't seminal fluid that Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club with Trey Songz on the Lookout.
The strange relationship between P Diddy and Justin Bieber has caught a lot of media attention amidst the recent allegations against the bad boy producer.
So, as soon as you turn 16, next rock is
So I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you get 16,
I mean, I'm 15. You can ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. and all that.
slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah. Tell yo, Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
Hey, young brother, everything good? That's selling out arenas and everything. It's starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, Justin Bieber was wiping away from his mouth when he brought his face up from Odell Beckham's groin in a club.
Did Bieber get you into lean, or did you get Bieber into lean?
It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive for sure.
Puff had ran into Justin Bieber. They met up, and he started tapping him as if he was searching him and see if he had some kind of device.
Oops, did I say that out loud?
My bad. I got you sitting with the brother of the man that Suge Knight rolled over and...
I know what you're doing. I know where you've been, and I know where I'm about to send you.
I remember watching him come out of, one of my young boys' careers. Go and my young boy and let my young boy use the Maserati. So when I think about that, and then I think about that really disturbing footage of Bieber.
Now what they're gonna try to say is, no, Justin Bieber was just doing a line of he didn't mess with his nose when he came
He put a line of coke with his mouth.
I mean, in the beginning, like the first 3.5 years, he was, like the first 3 months, 3-4 months, he was really nice, but then after that, he started being
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for all those in London that don't know what happens to the white man when he comes to a P Diddy party, this is what happens to the white man.
It's so unfortunate.
You gotta pull back though, so they can see. That's crazy. Matt, move out the way. You're still alive. Look at that. Look. Would you?
There's a drink on his head.
And that's James from Simeon Mobile Disco. He is an actual DJs aren't supposed to pass out, but when they come to one of my parties, this is what happens to them. I put him to sleep.
Next day, right?
You put the drink on his head.
There you go. There it is.
Damn.
Aubrey O'Day isn't holding back her thoughts on Sean Diddy Combs' bombshell legal troubles. Aubrey noted in a social media post that she feels hope that Diddy's case marks a long-awaited turning point, writing, "The purpose of justice is to provide an ending and allow us the space to create a new chapter. Women never get this. I feel validated. Today is a win for women all over the world, not just me. Things are finally changing."
I tell you what, Puffy, your life's in danger. Because you know the secrets. Who's involved in that little secret room you guys participate in. So, you know they're gonna get you if they can. It's a little crazy how Puffy gets booted out the alcohol business and Jimmy Iovine steps in with Andre and Snoopy promoting it. It's never a good look when it comes to culture or hip-hop and for our community, for our people. I turn myself in. Sometimes you gotta face the music. That's most of the time. Puffy, I'm gonna give you some real advice. 2 quick things. You gotta make a decision. When you go to prison, either you're gonna be standing up pissing or squatting, sitting down pissing. I advise you to try to take the first one. You know, if you're squatting, pissing on the seat, you know what that means. Oh yeah, by the way, do not do your time going by Brother Love. Brother Love is not a good code name for prison. I'm out.
Shocking new accusations. His alleged victim humiliated and traumatized. Diddy's legal troubles just got bigger, less than 48 hours after his somber mea culpa.
I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Extra has obtained this explosive new 15-page lawsuit filed by model Crystal McKinney. She claims he got her drunk and high with a joint that was laced with what she says was a narcotic or other intoxicating substance.
You have the experience with major corporations like me. My particular experience with Beam Suntory, it was great in the beginning. It's great for us to work for them. It's not so cool when you start to own things. See what I'm saying? So I made a lot of money with them too. Like, there's a point, they did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo was for Ciroc. So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year at one point. So you see him go to daily on is when you see him have some issues. And these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it. The spirits business is not governed. They got a discus board that they created, right? If you got 2 companies that are $3 billion a year, and Beam Suntory and Diageo, the distribution level, it's very hard for you to get things to a point where you can do the numbers, the right numbers. They incentivize the sales force by giving them box bonuses. And then when you sell a product, you get the bonuses off the boxes that's there. But you make that no matter what product you're selling. So if you sell Hennessy or Remy out the gate, they start to put downward pressure on the new companies.
Some dudes belong in jail based on what they do and how they do it. We know that to be true. And it's just this situation, man, when they get down to all the facts and all what happened, he may belong in jail, bruh. And that's not my doing. That's not Cassie doing. That's his doing and his learned behavior from the people that mentored him. You gotta realize, man, he learned from Andre Harrell. He learned from Russell Simmons. He learned from Clyde Davis. You understand? When those people are telling you that they were heavy into the drugs, they was heavy into beating women and doing things at that age, at that crazy stage, that's gonna make him think that he could get away with the same thing that they was getting away with back then. You understand? The things that he was saying, you know, the touchy-feely between 2 men.
Backstage, my brother right here from day one used to wake up and, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world.
Yo, what the f? You looking around like, damn, like, a lot of guys kissing each other in here, man. You feel me? What y'all do is y'all business.
So you've been to a party and seen this?
Oh, I've seen it firsthand, multiple times. I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress, bro.
What?
I've seen Dwight Howard in a pink dress with 2 other ladies in dresses. They all the same height at a Diddy party. Ask about Dwight Howard in Mexico.
What's up with Dwight Howard in Mexico?
You know, they don't got paparazzi out there like that. You feel me? They was down there hooping. He going to the club with these same ladies.
And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this, and yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him, but he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out.
LeBron James' comments on P Diddy getting arrested and basically saying that he had a weird feeling today was the day the feds will actually catch up to Diddy. I guess we can all confirm that LeBron James was the anonymous tipster that gave them. No. Yo, I'm keeping a glass of water, yo. This is nasty. Y'all remember before a couple months ago that we saw that LeBron James was saying, ain't no party like a Diddy party. Some people will say that LeBron James should go to jail. Chill out, y'all, alright? We all know that this is a troll post. Well, it is actually true that P Diddy did go to jail, though. But I mean, about LeBron James' whole situation is crazy, and that's lies. But it's still funny just to see that. Feel me? Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole P Diddy situation and LeBron James. But you Ray Snow, what's up? I'm not.
Hey kiddo, what are you doing? Just having a little drink before my car picks me up. Where are you going? I'm gonna go to join Diddy. He's doing that. Rick Ross is doing a little concert this afternoon. Really? Your boobs, honestly, they get bigger. No, I just lifted this bra up. It's like night and day. I need to have my boobs sitting up at this level at all times. They were like down to here. That's life-changing, but it gives me back fat. Gotta pick or choose your battles. That's what I learned in my life. Yeah. So why do you care to go to this? Because I was invited and I think it would be fun. When are you gonna act your own age? This like rap crew, like Rick Ross and Diddy. Do you think this is like your crowd? I know a thing or two about rap music. Who's the boss? Me? No.
You heard about him catching the sexual assault on the little designer dude?
Yep.
Right. Him. Imagine you got 2 7-foot-tall, swole guys in dresses, cornering you in a hotel in a bedroom. You finna be scared. Right. So like, I distinctly remember going to a Diddy party, all the waitresses.
So do you think Puffy was involved in the shooting?
Only they can answer that question. Right. I have my own opinion, but I wouldn't slander their name like they did mine. Right. I wouldn't say things that I knew, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I believe so. I do believe so. I have proved things that I can say that will back up my claim, but this is not for the world to know about. Right. You know what I mean? It's between me and him, and only he knows. Right. So every time he say it didn't happen, or that's the only thing that makes this become an issue to everybody. Because you seen what I said in the Vibe article. I basically bowed out. It was gonna go ahead about my life. The next issue, that wasn't even the next issue because them cowards waited about 4 issues before they got their story together. 4 issues later, half of New Yorkers commenting on me getting shot. And before, they was all like, we didn't see nothing. In the first issue, read it, Vibe viewers. Nobody seen shit. The 4th issue, when they came back with a reply, everybody knew what I did. They knew what I said. I was acting. Who gets shot 5 times in acts? Oh, I didn't get shot 5 times in their vision. I only got shot once because they found the bullet. The police found it, but now they the cops. Now they doing detective work. They found the bullet. Oh, you found the bullet, huh? So what is this other shit in me then? What was the doctors talking about? What? Can you explain these other holes in me? How'd I get gunpowder all over me? That insulted my intelligence. So yes, I did say Thug Life was there. Yes, I bowed out, all of that. But when they said that, they breathed new life in me. Yeah. And Thug Life not only became a rap group, but it became a way of life for life for me. Because they disrespected me, my name, my family, what I had been through. They said that I couldn't be in pain. I could not feel, I could not be heard.
Is there still a beef going on with you and Biggie?
It was never a beef. It's only a difference in opinion.
Right.
To me, if I like my homeboy should have gave me the best advice I could ever give from anybody. He said when people ask him if he's beefing with Bad Boy with Puffy, he says like me going to a playground and picking on a little kid.
Right.
That's like me being mad at my little brother because he getting cash now. I'm not mad at that. I'm just mad at my little brother when he don't respect me.
Yeah.
Now, when you don't respect me, I'm gonna spank your ass. I don't give a fuck how rich you got on the block. I'm your big brother.
Made a bail appeal to Judge Carter. It did not go our way. The fight continues. We're not giving up by a long shot. I told Mr. Combs I'm going to try and get his case to trial as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and minimize the amount of time he spends in very, very difficult and I believe inhumane housing conditions in the special housing unit of the Metropolitan Detention Facility.
What they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex, they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage context. Like they in a act. That's what they're looking for. So now, they're gonna go through all those devices. If somebody got any kind of weird fetishes that they got little kids or little girls or something like that, in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos that they took out of there.
He defended Diddy, stating that what he is accused of doing is nothing new in the world of famous entertainers. He argued that flying women out for parties or intimate gatherings is a common practice among celebrities and should not be considered illegal. Boozy questioned whether it is fair to label women who willingly participate in these experiences as prostitutes, suggesting that if that were the case, then many women would fall under that category. He expressed concerns about the trafficking charge and warned that it could be used as a tool to target high-profile figures in the hip-hop community.
First ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra. I was actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say.
It's craziness, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. And yo, it's a lot of stories that goes around in this industry about not just him, other people. Jimmy Iovine. Ain't nobody talking about Jimmy Iovine. He got sexual charges and everything on him, but he got those publicists that's keeping it out off of CNN, is keeping it off the major news reports. Nobody's talking about that. This is something that goes on, man, that they're gonna push up under the rug, and a few years later, Bad Boy 5, 6, 7, 8 will be out. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this. Yo, man, I should have saw, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie.
This is incredibly disturbing footage, so I do want to warn our viewers, as you did. But as you said, Cassie's lawsuit, which was filed in November of 2023 and then was quickly settled overnight, it did open the floodgates. But in that complaint, Jake, she details an incident that she alleged happened in March of 2016 at a hotel in Los Angeles, physically assaulted by Diddy. Now our team in the LA Bureau, we have got our hands on that surveillance footage, and it appears to corroborate Cassie's claims identically.
And yet nobody said, but Diddy get arrested finally and get the book ready to be thrown at his very, very, very dancing feet. They're gonna beat his feet with that law book.
Context. Like they in this act. That's what they're looking for. So now they're gonna go through all those devices. If somebody got any kind of weird fetishes that they got little kids or little girls or something like that in any kind of pictures or any kind of photos that they took out of that.
Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in a Manhattan hotel this evening after a grand jury indicted the music mogul. Combs had been living there for several weeks. A person with knowledge of the investigation told NBC News the arrest was based on a sealed indictment brought by the Southern District of New York. His attorney tells CNN that he is currently being processed. The charges are unclear as of this moment.
A new civil lawsuit claims Sean Diddy Combs repeatedly passed off dancer and adult film actress Adria English to be sexually assaulted by partygoers during events at his New York and Miami houses between 2006 and 2009.
What they're looking for, because it was going on the premises of sex, they're looking for pictures of girls that may appear to be underage.
Cassie, I will advocate for you. Because see, I know something that a lot of people don't know. I know that you and Kim Porter had a sit down right before she left us.
We decided to do the book because I'm not a rapper, obviously, or anything like that. But I've been in the business and been around the business.
Yo, man, I should have saw, he told me he should have saw this coming with Cassie and the way he treated women when he slapped his mother. And I was like, he did what?
Yo, I did it. Told my he want receipts. Let's start with your mother, nigga. Your mother got the receipts. Everything is in your mother's name. That's the one who got the receipts.
Okay, so.
But that's not a diss. Meek likes being brought up in that song. I don't know why you lowering his thing. You think you're doing him a favor. He's very, very happy being mentioned, I'm pretty sure.
Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Arrest of a former SU basketball walk-on player, Brendan Paul, who's part, police say, of a sex trafficking investigation of rap mogul Sean P. Diddy Combs. Paul is accused in court documents of being Combs' drug mule.
in the studio. He said, yo, I'm gonna drug their ass off and pick them up and pimp them out to my niggas, man. And you know what's so crazy is, bro, that all these stories has been around the industry for a long time. All these industry people know that Diddy been acting like this and doing this.
50 posting a sweet picture of him and Drew on Instagram, but the caption tells a different story.
I have a lot of fun.
Here I am keeping good company with the Drew Barrymore show, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house.
Puff just said, nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was...
Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, who put together Beyonce's entire female band, which was Matthew Knowles' idea because he couldn't get Beyonce to stop people. Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started f***ing all the girls.
Say what now?
Guess you didn't know your daughter well enough, because she just started f***ing all the girls.
Need Beyonce to stop ignoring her bisexual tendency.
And guess what? They wouldn't give her a restraining order. They just told her to stay away from Beyonce and work for somebody else. Guess what? She's having a hard time finding work too.
And the more pumps down his wife's throat to keep her in the character.
No, girl. Not my beautiful Beyonce 5.
I tell you this right now, y'all talking about free Britney. Y'all need to be doing a campaign that say free Beyonce.
Beyonce is free.
She is a prisoner in a gilded cage.
No, Sean Carter knows that he will slump anyone in any relationship for $1. Look at how he did Dame. Like, I don't give a if you wanted to get away from your homie, if you wanted to get away from your partner, but to do it the way he did it, it's malicious.
I think she's...
She went and killed the girl Cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her and shit while she was asleep. No snacking on his bitch. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? For enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane, to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was the last time I sat on this couch.
So the party's going on, the party's off the chain, the party's already a success. I remember Beyonce had just dropped Crazy in Love. I remember that's what was just killing the dance floor. And she was there.
Sell it down, Tina. That my page, Tina. You know, you is out. Whore. Sell your children off so you can have furs and shit. You knew your husband was pimping your daughter. You let him do it.
Okay, tell us why.
Because he's a sex trafficker. And he's using music and entertainment to sex traffic.
That's how he operates. He has people followed. He has people watched. He does all kinds. He's a piece of shit. I feel bad for the kids.
Sean Carter is worse.
Uh-oh. Oh, man.
He's smarter. He's patient. He's not sloppy.
Mm-hmm.
Just he been lining up people he calls friends and stepping to the side while they get hit by the guillotine for 30 years.
I think she's...
He went and killed the girl Cats.
Okay.
A girl went to court and charged her with extreme witchcraft. She was hypnotized. She was drugged. Beyonce came and she was in there eating on her while she was asleep. No snacking on his bitch. Kim is dead. Heavy D is dead. Andre Harrell is dead. The only two left are Puffy and Al almost died. Isn't that interesting? For enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane, to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could.
So why does it all come to a head now? Why now? Why?
Because he's the acceptable monster at this time, like R. Kelly was.
Conspiracy, sex trafficking, interstate transportation. The indictment alleges that between at least 2008 and the present, Combs threatened and coerced victims to fulfill his desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct.
Joining me very quickly, and I want to circle back to you, Kiala, about Sean Puffy Combs, aka Diddy, spinning. I mean, this guy is a master promoter, okay? And the allegation is that Combs aided and abetted his son in this attack.
It truly is about the Benjamin, as we see.
Oh yes, he's glittering.
It truly is about the Benjamin.
Well, now when we come back, we're gonna talk more with Puffy, and if you want to hang out, more than welcome to stick around, my brother. All right, we'll be right back with more right after this.
Puffy's like.
Oh, what'd he say?
To describe Puffy in one word is not the shit that y'all saw. Worse, way worse.
Wow. Oh, you kidding me up?
Like penetration pictures and
Nah.
Who killed Tupac and Biggie? I think both of these dudes were assassinated in some kind of way. More Biggie than Tupac. I think Tupac might got killed by a dude that they, had an incident with earlier that day. But Biggie's seems a little governmental.
that Nicki recorded that at the freak off in the Calabasas. She been waiting to drop that shit on me.
Let's discuss some startling discoveries that have caused quite a stir among celebrities, especially in relation to none other than Cher. The claims made by Diddy K regarding Diddy's infamous Hamptons mansion parties have surfaced, and the comprehensive pictures are so bizarre that they will leave anyone in disbelief. A source claims that high-profile celebrities have been attending parties where the rules of normal behavior have been completely abandoned. The scene was straight out of a scandalous movie, with Diddy himself greeting guests in a row and escorting them into back rooms where things took an unbelievable turn. This wasn't just any party. The source continued by saying that what he witnessed behind those closed doors was far more than the typical fame. The source explained that strange things were beginning to happen. He gave examples of how celebrities, including rappers and well-known stars, were allegedly hooking up in ways that shocked and repulsed even those who thought they'd seen it all. He wouldn't name names, but there were rappers that I couldn't respect anymore after what I saw, which was my cue to leave. This insider account presents a twisted picture of a society where excess rules and morality is subordinated to indulgence. Not only are prominent figures from the music industry involved in these stories, rumors have also spread to the realms of Hollywood and politics, igniting speculation about prominent figures such as actors Ashton Kutcher and Leonardo DiCaprio, two long-standing political figures like the Clintons and the Bushes. The question that remains is just how deep does this go, and what are the implications of the blackmail allegations currently surrounding Diddy? These parties and their attendees are shrouded in a murky mist of suspicion that is growing, leaving the public to wonder exactly how many high-profile individuals have been implicated in the scandal. Diddy, for his part, denies all accusations, including the serious state charges he currently faces. But as these unsettling claims continue to surface, it's difficult to predict when the whole truth will be known. Agnifilo Shad, Mark following the discovery of federal paperwork alleging Diddy of decades-long and coercive behavior, Diddy's attorney released a forceful statement in support of his client. Among the actions allegedly involved are planning freak operations when victims were allegedly coerced and threatened into acting. The discovery of over 1,000 bottles of baby oil during the raids on Diddy's houses in Miami and Los Angeles added a worrisome element to the charges. On September 17, he entered a not guilty plea in a New York courtroom to all of the charges. Prosecutors rejected his application for a $50 million bond, calling him a flight risk. The charges include spy force fraud and coercion, along with allegations of forced labor and kidnapping federal agents from Homeland Security Investigations HSI lead searches of Diddy's properties in March, seizing phones, firearms, and other incriminating items. Several individuals were found to have been involved in the 2008-era criminal enterprise that exploited women and others for personal gain. The unsealed indictment accused of running a criminal enterprise. During these raids, one of Diddy's associates, Brendan Paul, was arrested on drug charges but later accepted a plea deal. Prosecutors claimed that Diddy used the resources of his company, Empire, to support and cover up these alleged criminal activities. As the case moves forward, the high-profile nature of the accusations continues to garner attention from the media. Instead of focusing on answering the allegations in court, Diddy's legal team continues to steer clear of speculating in the media. Diddy's arrest in Manhattan after a grand jury indictment was confirmed by a number of sources. Although the specific charges are still unknown, the case's gravity has raised concerns about Diddy's future. He expressed disappointment over what he called an unjust pursuit by the U.S. Attorney's Office, saying that although he is not perfect, he is undoubtedly not a criminal. He also emphasized Diddy's full cooperation with the investigation, noting that Diddy moved to New York voluntarily in anticipation of the charges. Diddy urged the public to hold off on making judgments until all the facts are known, assuring that he looks forward to clearing his name. Attorney Damon Williams of the Southern District of New York also addressed Diddy's arrest, saying that federal agents detained him this evening after a sealed indictment. Williams also mentioned that additional information would become available once the indictment was fully unsealed. Diddy's legal problems have been getting worse for months, with multiple federal investigations and lawsuits pending. On September 10, former Danity Kane member Don Richard filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of verbal and emotional abuse. This was the most recent in a string of legal actions that have clouded his career earlier this year. Diddy is shown aggressively abusing his former lover, Cassie Ventura, in Rezor's Fist. The video corroborates allegations made in Ventura's complaint, which was quickly settled in a public apology just one day after it was filed, on November 20, 123, detailing an incident in Los Angeles. Following Ventura's complaint, Diddy took responsibility for his conduct and posted on Instagram, saying, "I make no excuses for what I did in that video. It's disgusting." Since then, additional women have come forward with similar charges, and Diddy has been striving every day to improve as a man. Joyful Dickerson Neal sued Diddy, claiming that he distributed revenge porn, and saw another lawsuit from December, claimed that in the early 1990s, Diddy and R&B artist Aaron Hall would essay at a woman and her companions. Diddy vehemently refuted every accusation made in March, protecting the Homeland Day raids involving several law enforcement agencies on Diddy's properties in Miami and Los Angeles as part of an ongoing investigation into Stay HSI verified the searches. Diddy's attorney, Aaron Dyer, criticized the raids, describing them as an unwarranted use of force. He insisted that Diddy was never taken into custody and that he has cooperated fully with the authorities, characterizing the accusations as a witch hunt. Diddy has maintained his innocence and will keep fighting to clear his name in both the legal system and the public eye.